Today I have worst punishments. Have you guys seen this or not? Do you guys know? You guys know this guy, right? Worst punishments still used today. Wait, that's actually interesting because like this could happen to you. Hopefully it doesn't, bro. But I mean, honestly, you guys are probably all in America. I don't think they're gonna do this. I'm just assuming it's probably like some shit they're doing in like a tribe in the middle of nowhere. React to the Epstein file leak. Wait, is there like a video on that? I started watching anime for real. Wait, which one? Bro, I'm literally like, oh shoot. I'm literally I finished all the seasons of Attack on Titan and I watched there's like two special episodes that are like an hour long each at the end of the last season. I need to watch one more and I'm done, I'm pretty sure. I haven't watched like the extra movies, but I mean, I think that's just like extra stuff. Like that doesn't continue the story, you know what I mean? Maybe it does. Maybe like, I don't know. Oh, you started watching One Piece? Bro, for real? Bro, I haven't even watched One Piece. I don't know how to feel about that, bro. Who in here watches One Piece? Wait, but is the Rizzler thing or Rizzler is the Epstein leak thing like a story or like a video? Whoa. I thought I leaked it. Good thing I didn't. Me what? Oh, you watch One Piece for real? Bro, I want to start it kind of, but at
Let's
the
start with
same
the bad.
time, should I put captions or not? At the same time, bro, I know it's gonna take me forever, bro, and it's not even over. Like, I watched ATK like 3 times. What, Attack on Titan for real? Or what is ATK? I'm 4 episodes deep, twin, for real? Bro, I wouldn't recommend watching One Piece as the first anime, but hey. If you like it, bro. Anyway, let's watch this, bro. Worst punishment still used to date. Where do I watch AOT? Look up Anime Kai. Guys, I don't pay for a subscription, so if I watch something, then there's a method to do it for free because I don't have the funds for that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So yeah, look up. Oh, it's right here. Look, Anime Kai. It's right here. Look, I'm completely legal though. I know these people. This isn't like illegal because I know them personally. So anyway, let's watch this, bro. Worst punishment still used today. I hope no one has to go through this in the chat unless you stream snipe me on Siege. You team kill me on Siege. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Not actually, but dude, I don't know why, bro. My teammates in Siege, I just like I actually wish the worst for them sometimes. Anyway,
Slowly work our way towards the stuff of nightmare.
what do you watch anime on, bro? Anime Kai right here. Allegedly.
Number 8, The Wooden Cane.
Do I like My Hero Academia? I watched a lot of it, honestly. I don't think it's like the best anime, but it's cool. Like the story's kind of cool. It's just like mid, honestly. I don't know. The characters are cool, but I never finished it because I got bored of it, not gonna lie. Like I stopped watching one time and it just yeah. But the beginning's cool. I think it's mid. I haven't finished
Many
it though,
countries
so maybe
today still punish
my
criminals by
opinion's
tying them up
invalid.
and whipping
I don't
them.
know.
But just to make matters worse,
But I will say Attack on Titan is peak, bro. Okay, so like it's actually like top 3. Might be top 3. Hell's. I don't know if it's the best one to get anime into with, because then everything else you watch might be worse. You know, like that might not be the best one to watch at first. I would say Hell's Paradise is like a good one to watch at first, because it's not like the best of the best. I really like it, but I think I'm biased. I think it's really good though, and it's short. So give us motivational speech about what, bro? I'm watching this guy get spanked. Hey, guys, motivational speeches, they come out of nowhere, bro. I can't look at this. Well, I can't look at this and like be motivational right now, you know.
It's often done in front of their peers and loved ones. In countries like
Do I like
Singapore,
Jujutsu
criminals
Kaisen? I
convicted
watched
of
only
violent
one
crimes
season, the
or
first one.
vandalism
It's
can still be
okay.
sentenced to
I think it's
judicial
better than My
caning.
Hero.
Here, the criminal's bent over and has their
But I
ankles
haven't,
and
I
wrists
haven't
tightly
finished it, so
strapped
I
to a
can't
large
talk
wooden
too much
trestle.
on it.
Before the criminal becomes a piñata, the
Wait,
cane
wait,
is
wait,
first
wait,
soaked in
wait,
water
wait.
in front of their peers and loved ones. In countries like Singapore, criminals
See,
convicted
I
of
told you, bro. It's just random countries. I'm not saying Singapore is like a random nobody knows country, but like I feel like these punishments are not gonna be in the United States or I don't know. I don't know. Spain maybe. I don't think Spain they're doing weird shit like this. I mean, those are the only ones I've been to. So, do I like Demon Slayer? I haven't watched that in so long. I never finished it, so I can't speak on it. But I think it's overrated too. Like I feel like Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer they're kind of overrated. But I don't remember it. Like I can't really talk. Jujutsu Kaisen I watched it recently, but okay. Let's focus on the video. I'll answer more of those later.
violent crimes or
We know you got
vandalism
spanked
can
in
still be
Spain.
sentenced to
Okay, that's not like the worst punishment ever though.
judicial caning. Here, the criminal's bent over and has their ankles and wrists tightly strapped to a large wooden trestle. Before
I
the
bet
criminal
some of you
becomes
guys
a
would
piñata,
like
the
this.
cane is first soaked in water for a few hours, making it a
No,
lot
please
more
don't tell me.
flexible and primed for whipping. The man who carries out the
whipping,
punishment
okay.
is a highly trained
it
officer,
was gonna
trained to
go
deliver
somewhere
each
else.
strike with maximum force and precision. After each strike, there's a long pause, just to make sure the criminal feels
Bro, I
every
told
bit
you
of
they
pain
would
that is
like
humanly
it.
possible before the next
Oh.
powerful strike is delivered. The severity of the crime
did this
dictates
to
how
you,
many strikes
remember?
the
Bro,
criminal
you've never even
receives,
seen
but it
me
can
in
be
real
as
life,
many as
Lagoon.
24.
No offense.
Criminals are typically
No
left
one has ever
bleeding
done
with
this
deep
to me,
wounds
bro.
and permanent scarring, leaving
And
them
I
with
never
a
looked like
lifelong
that,
reminder
like-
of the hellish punishment
Yo.
they once received. Number 7. The
Wait,
White
reaction
Room.
cam,
There's a
reaction
room
cam.
so terrifying that it strikes fear into even the most hardened criminals. It's simply
What the fuck did they do to Pikachu?
White Room. There's a room so terrifying
What the fuck? That's not Pikachu, bro. Why does this guy make the weirdest? Why does he ruin my childhood character? Bro! Guys, let me know if you want to see 3DS gameplay Pokemon. Should I like start a new? Bro, look, like girl, look. Bro, look. Dude, look. Look at all the games I have, bro. This is my childhood right here, bro. I'm so glad I never got rid of it, but I have Super Mario Land 3D. Bro, I have the 2. I have Pokemon X. Oh, shit. Bro, 3DS was so ahead of its time, bro. Look how cool this is. I have Pokemon X and Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. Should I, like... I don't know if you can do multiple saves. Like, if I have to delete my whole progress on Pokemon to make a new one, then I probably won't do that. Because, bro, this took years of grinding. And it's, like, my childhood and all my Pokemons and shit. But if there's, like, multiple different slots, let me know if you guys want me to do this, bro. Like, should I start a Pokemon arc? If I can connect it. Like, how do you connect... I'm thinking I could connect it the same way. Wait, what game do I have in? 3D Mario Kart 7? Yeah, of course, bro. This was like the best game of all time on 3DS. Mario Kart 7. Not the best one, but top 10. Top 5, honestly. But bro, you know how I played Clash? I connected it through this. I might be able to connect the 3DS through here too, but I don't know, bro. I need to try it out. Let me know if you guys want to even maybe do it. Maybe watch me play Pokemon. If it's even possible. I'm not sure, but... Yo, what up, Alan? What up? Okay, anyway.
that it strikes
video.
fear into even the most hardened criminals. It's simply known as the White Room. Inside Evin Prison in Iran, there's a small all-white
Bro.
isolation cell where the bright overhead
This is
lights
happening
never
today,
turn off,
bro.
and all outside noise and human contact
We're-
cease
we're-
to
dude, dude, dude.
exist.
We're lucky to... I don't know what country you guys are in, but... I mean... Why is there poop on the walls? Bro, we're lucky, bro. Like, we're privileged, man. No matter if you're broke or on the street, like... Just being in the countries we're in, like, we're already blessed, no? I was at my grandma's, and she got OG Minecraft on Xbox 360. Hey, can you move to the top and chat to the right of you? Bro, I would, but then I have to change my... I mean, I guess I could do a whole different layout, but I can't, like, control it on OBS. I have to do it in, like, stream elements, and it's like a whole make it smaller. I could make it smaller. Should I make it smaller, chat?
This punishment begins with the criminal.
I'll do it after this video. I can't
dressed
like
in
do it
all
right now,
white
but
before
I'll do it after
being
this
thrown into a
video.
completely soundproof all white
Like, do you guys
cell.
want me to make the
bed,
text bigger and
walls,
have less
floors,
chats
and even
in
the
it?
plate and
Or
food
just
they
make it,
receive
just bring it
are
up a
all
little
white.
bit?
But it gets even worse. The guards
New Year
outside the
looks
cell
cool, but
wear
what
cushioned
is it?
shoes
What
to
is what?
silence their steps, ensuring the prisoner never hears a single sound from the outside world. You see, the color white wasn't chosen at random. White eliminates contrast, depth, and visual reference points.
Yeah, it makes you
And
go
since the brain
crazy.
doesn't get any stimulation from the outside world,
Bro.
it begins to create its own, tormenting the prisoner by spawning in vivid hallucination and noises that are
Wait,
not
what?
really there. And
You
because
just
the lights
spawn
never
shit?
turn off, prisoners lose their sense of time, not knowing
Bro,
when
I feel like wouldn't an all black room be worse though? Cause like it's scarier. Like all white room is like after a while looking at a white wall, yeah, I feel like you could hallucinate. But I feel like dark would be worse because then it's like the dark, you know. But I guess when you sleep, you're dark, so maybe we're more used to that. I don't know. He does games and reaction vids. Yeah. I do like, guys. I do it all. I mean, I'm mainly playing
there's
Siege
been
now because it's
days,
just the best
weeks,
game.
or
but
even months that have gone by.
I'm never gonna
There have
stick
been
to one
reports
thing
of prisoners
unless I
remaining in
really
the cell
enjoy
for
it,
up
you
to
know?
8 months, with some claiming that even after
Why,
leaving,
bro got a
they
sprout
have
on his
never been the
head?
same since. Number 6, amputation. Amputations are still used in countries like Iran, Yemen, Nigeria, and Saudi
Bro,
Arabia,
this is what
and
I'm
are
saying,
typically
bro.
reserved for thieves. For example, in Saudi Arabia, thieves can still be punished by amputation of the hand,
Yeah.
while armed robbers
Yo,
receive a
fun
little
fact. No, I mean it's not a spoiler. They did this in Attack on Titan. Yo, these random pictures are insane, bro.
extra,
Who is this?
having their hand and the opposite
Someone's
foot
granny
amputated.
looks like this.
Now, before you get the wrong idea, these countries do sometimes take it easy on criminals and just amputate the fingers instead,
Okay.
which is exactly what is done in Iran. In
It's like
2025
carrots.
alone,
Bro, I heard biting your finger is as easy as biting a carrot, but your body doesn't allow you to do it to yourself. You know what I mean? But I'm sure if you bit someone else's finger, it would be like biting a carrot, maybe. Or maybe a little bit harder. Spain is based. Yo, what up, Jack? What up, bro? I don't really care if you cry. I really should have never. I want to give you a disease? Yo, smacked. What? Bro built like you. Are you talking about the bird, bro? That looks nothing like me, bro. Guys, I don't look at, bro. I feel like you guys make the jokes for me like you do Los Pollos, but he looks way different than me. He's actually obese.
at least 3
not
thieves had the
obese, bro.
fingers on their right hands amputated. The punishment uses a guillotine-style machine, just a lot smaller. Here, prisoners are blindfolded, handcuffed, and restrained. The hand is
Bro.
tied in place with the fingers pointing
Honestly?
out. As soon as the sign is
That's not even that. Nah, it is pretty bad, but I thought like they would do it like individually with a knife, bro. This is way better because at least it's all gone. Imagine it gets stuck though, like it just sits right here at your fingers and you have to do it again, bro. Like it didn't cut through.
given, the lever is released,
Oh,
and
no.
the blade slams down on the person's hand, easily removing
The
the criminal's fingers.
Dude.
They are then quickly stitched up if they're
I'm
lucky.
new here, hello.
and
You're
sent
not
back to
new
the
here,
prison
bro.
cells to
Maybe
walk
on
it
the
off.
YouTube.
Number 5, castration.
How would someone
In
know
countries
that?
like
I don't
South
know, I
Korea,
just heard that.
Poland, and Indonesia,
Yeah, you
anyone
would
who's
have to
convicted
test
of
that
being
out, I
inappropriate
guess.
with children can be sentenced to chemical castration. This punishment typically begins after the criminal has served their sentence and
Bro.
right before they are set to be released from prison, where they will receive the first
Yo, this looks like smacked.
of many injections to drastically lower their testosterone and libido.
Bro
the more
coughs
severe
like-
the
I didn't even
crime,
cough
the
for, like,
longer
I
the
didn't-
castration
I didn't even
period.
cough.
Now, being injected so often does carry some side effects, but realistically, nobody cares. But in
Ooh.
countries like the Czech Republic, castration is taken even further. High-risk criminals who continue
Bro,
committing
what are
heinous
these
crimes can be
pictures,
permanently
bro?
castrated. From 2000 to
How do
2016,
you even,
over
bro, how does
84 can be
your mind
permanently
come up to make something like this, bro? This dude has whiskers and a mustache and a fucking alien head, bro. What's that movie? Big Head? What is that movie, bro? The Blue Alien? It's not bad for you because you used to getting handcuffed. Yo. Oh wait, you said bro cuffs like an iPad kid? Is that? I think he was assisting me for the clip form.
Castrated. From 2000 to 2016,
Sorry about
over
that.
84
Sorry
surgical
about that.
castrations were carried out. But
Sorry
in
about
recent
that.
years, the numbers have plummeted. After heavy international pressure, the law was changed. Today, they still perform permanent castrations, but are
Bro,
now
what is
only given to
castration?
criminals who volunteer. Number 4. An eye for an eye. In Iran, the victim or their
Trying to
family can request
shave.
an equivalent punishment for their attacker. This means they can request a life for a life, an injury for an injury, or in this case, an eye for an eye. The act of
Ooh,
blinding
that's
someone as a
tough.
form of punishment has been carried out a few times in recent years, with the most recent 3 cases occurring in 2022.
So
Surprisingly, many of
basically,
the
what you
cases
do
were
to
very
someone, then
similar.
they do it to you. If you guys don't understand eye for an eye, that's what that means. Have a deep belly button. W thumbnail. Megamind, yeah, Megamind, bro. Make this a clip, trust. Bro, I don't know. I don't know if the iPad kid would be a good clip. Someone already did that. Should I do like? We should do like our own, like, bro. I don't know. I don't know. You guys have to come up with it. I don't
A
know.
person, for one reason or another, decided to throw acid
Bro,
on
my
someone,
posture's so
causing the
gross.
innocent person to lose their eyesight. The victim or their family can then legally request the same punishment for the attacker. It all begins with the person being restrained and having their eye or eyes held open. Acid is then dropped into the eyes, permanently blinding them. The drops are
Bro, just
administered
close
by
your eye.
authorities, but the victim can request to do it themselves. Well, as long as they can still see. The injury is then verified by
Wait, does
authorities,
acid
and
tear
the
your
attacker is sent back
bones?
to prison to serve the remainder of their sentence. Number 3. Pushed off a cliff. This
Bro,
is one
there's
of the
two left. There's one night. How is bro? No. How is getting pushed off a cliff worse than acid in your eye, bro? I mean, looking from that, bro. Look.
well, as long as they can
This literally melts a bro. This guy looks worse than this guy somehow. He looks like he's chilling. But bro, this literally melts a hole in your head forever. Going off a cliff, like, yeah, it's gonna hurt getting hit. But if you're in a
sentence.
sack, bro,
Number
maybe you don't
3.
even
Pushed
look.
off a cliff. This is one of the
Whoa.
most disturbing and strangest punishments in the
This is kind of funny though. Like, this is some shit you would see in reels. How big is it, bro? Bro blinks like he did an eye for an eye.
world. In Iran, criminals can still be sentenced to be thrown from a height.
Why is there a Hama forest? Nah, I don't know the name of this.
Now, as bad as that
I know the
sounds,
name of that
it
dinosaur.
only gets worse. Here, the criminal is taken to the top of a cliff, then placed inside a sack. The sack is tightly sealed, and
Bro,
both the
that's
sack
good.
and the criminal
That's literally good. You don't know when you're gonna get hit. You don't know how far away from the ground you are. You're gonna die regardless.
are thrown off the cliff. But here's the
Oh.
twist. In the extremely unlikely event that the man survives the fall, he would then be freed from the sack, only to be hanged instead. A few men in recent years have been sentenced to receive this punishment. One man in 2002 and 2 in 2008.
Wait, but bro, guys, I like keep forgetting this is happening today, bro. But like, I don't know, bro. Like, I'm thinking of this like this happened, like 4 years, like 40 years ago, maybe longer.
Freed from the sack,
No, definitely longer.
only to be
but-
hanged instead.
Dude,
A
this
few
is
men in recent
happening,
years
man.
have been sentenced to receive
is
this
mean.
punishment. One man in
Stop.
2002 and 2 in 2008. The
Bro, that's
punishment is
not
incredibly
today.
rare and is only given to those who commit truly
false
heinous crimes.
advertisement, bro.
Even though these 3 men were sentenced by a judge to be thrown off a cliff, I can't 100% confirm they were actually thrown, since Iran ranks amongst the most heavily censored countries in the world, and this information is not easy to come by. Either way, the punishment is incredibly terrifying and not one you would ever
we
want to
sound so dumb,
receive.
Vix, while
Number 2,
reacting?
capital
Bro.
punishment. Now, I could bore you and
What
walk
is
you through
dumb
all the
about what I
standard
said?
capital punishments that are used around the world, like lethal injection, firing squads, the electric chair, and hangings. But instead, I'm going to cover some of the most strange and terrifying variations of these executions that are still used in parts of the world. In Saudi Arabia, criminals who commit murder or drug-related crimes
Jerk-related crimes. This guy's look like the donut from Gumball. Bro, where can I do this, bro? Is this actually like oh, no, this is a painting. Oh, shit. Bro, but if you guys can find me the place where I can ride my cat, bro, let me know, bro. That could be pretty cool. Imagine I could blow up money like a puffer, and then I can ride him because he's like bigger. Would that not be tough? Like, you can just equip him in your pocket, bro, and then you can take him out and go for a ride. Is that tough? I don't really care if you cry. I just want to do an eye for
And still be
eye.
sentenced to be beheaded with a sword. Here, the criminal is kneeling on the floor with
Riding
their
ball
arms
sack,
tied
bro.
behind their
Okay,
back.
that's
Their
not
head
the
is then leaned
time to
forward
use his
as the
second
person
name,
trembles
bro.
and waits for the
That sounds
executioner
weird.
to strike. As soon as the signal is given, the executioner swings with all their might and hopefully removes the head on the first go.
Bro,
Of course,
they do this on Attack on Titan too, bro. Yo, I'm not gonna do any more spoilers, but it's not
this
a
is all done in
spoiler.
front of a crowd, ensuring they get punished with severe PTSD as well. Then there's China, where execution vans deliver lethal injections directly to a person's front door. On arrival,
Is that not
criminals are
basically
apprehended and
peptides?
placed inside the van.
Nah,
They are then
I'm
quickly
just
strapped
trolling.
down and given a lethal cocktail injection. It's estimated that around 8,000 people have been executed in one of these vans, but the real number remains a mystery since the program is covered in secrecy. Then there's hanging executions. Some countries still use the more humane method, the long drop, which instantly breaks the neck and causes unconsciousness.
Nah,
This
that's lame,
method
bro. You gotta
obviously
do the
requires a
one that
math
takes
formula to
forever.
get right. Too short of a fall, the neck remains intact, and the person hangs there and slowly chokes.
Yo, they need to chill out with these fucking moons, bro. You see this? What is this, bro? Dude, why is this guy's, like, whole video... Like, I'm mainly just looking at other shit, bro.
Too long of a fall, and it becomes a beheading, and a very messy and annoying cleanup. But in countries like Iran, the math problem is simply tossed in the trash.
Yo, who in chat got this nose, bro? There's, like, 5 people in chat. Someone, the odds are, like, statistically, someone has to have a nose like this, right? Who has it?
And instead, they use a method called the
It's like
short
1 out
drop,
of 5
which is a
people.
lot more cruel and vicious. But hey, at least no one could
What are
ever
we
say they're
watching?
bad at math.
Worst
Here, the
punishments
criminal is rigged
used
to a
today.
crane with their arms tied behind their back
You
and is then
have it?
slowly lifted a few inches off the floor. As the criminal panics and
Nah,
kicks,
bro.
the rope tightens. And eventually, within minutes, the person passes out and stops moving. Number 1, stoned to death. Easily the harshest and most cruel punishment in the world has to be stoning.
Okay, bro.
This punishment has occurred in Nigeria, Somalia, and Iran in recent years.
Bro, these are
with
all
Iran
in the
being
same countries, bro. Literally in the same countries. There's been like 5 of them in Iran.
only country where
Yo,
stoning
Siege,
still
bro, I am after this.
exists in law as a punishment for adultery. The most recent uses of this punishment actually
Or do we react to one more, but like Siege video, not random video, but Siege video? What do you comment down below?
came from angry mobs in Nigeria in 2020 and 2022, and before that, a militia group in Somalia in 2014 and 2018. I'll quickly cover these
Wait.
before I move on to Iran. In both cases in Somalia, a judge within the area's militia group sentenced the women to be stoned to death for adultery. The women were buried up to their shoulders.
Yo,
with
Loki, they
only
should do
their
this
heads
nowadays, bro.
exposed,
You know
and
how
then
many? You
stoned
know how much time they would have to spend doing this, bro? It's just cooked nowadays, But like, I feel like now is the best day of age.
a militia group in Somalia in 2014
To
and
do something like
2018.
this?
I'll quickly cover these before I move on to Iran. In both cases in Somalia, a judge within the area's militia group sentenced the women to be stoned to death for adultery. The women were buried up to their shoulders, with only their heads exposed,
that's actually
and then
weird.
stoned to death by the militia group. All of this was done in front of the townspeople. The Nigeria
Bro,
incidents
that's
were very
insane.
similar to one
Imagine-
another as well.
Imagine just, bro, getting hit in the face with rocks, bro. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, bro. Just imagine it. It's literally 10 times worse than what you can imagine.
In 2020, a man accused of blasphemy was chased and stoned to death at a fish and vegetable market. But wait, it gets even darker. It's reported that even the local children picked up stones and took part in the execution.
Oh nah, bro, I'm punting
Then a few
them.
years later, in
I'm
2022,
taking whatever I can take down. I'm gonna take down whatever I can, bro. Like, if I see a little kid, little scumbag, throwing a rock at me when I just got accused of something, it might not even be true. Yo, I'm grabbing one by the neck. I'm grabbing another one by the neck. I'm crushing their heads next to each other, back to back, and then I'm strangling them together. Yo, what up, 12? What up, bro? What up, EAB? react to Onyx. He's a really good reaction guy. Oh, for real? Is he? Watch cartel talk where people get beheaded. I don't think I can do that.
A woman
on
was
here.
attacked by a mob and stoned to death at a college for the same reason. But let's talk about Iran since they
college?
officially have stoning as a form of punishment. From 1980 to 2009, there were roughly 150 people, mostly women, convicted of adultery who were condemned to stoning, with the latest sentences taking place in 2017 and 2022. The punishment begins with the woman being buried up to her chest
just said
or the
that.
waist if it's a man. Officials then gather
Wh-
around the
why?
person with stones in hand, and as soon as the signal is given, they begin to throw them. But here's the catch. If the person manages to escape from the hole, and only if they had confessed to adultery, they could earn their freedom. In the second scenario,
Bro, I
if
would
the
not wanna
person
be
manages
alive
to
after
escape but were caught committing adultery, they are placed back in the hole for round 2. As someone who's extremely competitive, yeah, I'm beginning to think this might be a little unfair for the women.
Wait, why is it the girls they only show their head, but the other ones are like the dudes are like they're exposing everything else? Like, why is it just completely different, bro? Hey, I don't know, man. I don't know. I've heard of him. He's pretty funny. Hey, thanks, man. Hey, I mean, I'm sure he sounds funny or whatever. Anyway, wait. About the chat lagoon, should I like? Do you think? What do you guys think of the chat? Should I put it?